Good morning, Reading Elementary. Today is
Wednesday,
April 26, 2017. My name is Jonas, and I'm passing it off to Carly for the weather.
Today's weather is 63 degrees, the high is 82 degrees, the low is 62 degrees. Okay, Anna what do DVD players and dogs have in common?
What do DVD players and dogs have in common?
They both have paws.
the pause button.
The paws.
Yeah,
The paws.
I see the pause button. 4 pause buttons on that doc.
Pass it off to Kaden with special
Okay. Choir practice tomorrow morning at 7:40. If you're inspired, be sure to be there. And also tomorrow at 6 o'clock is the 4th and 5th grade spring scene. Be sure to be there also. Okay. And sing your little heart out. Okay. Mr. Bush, do you have anything?
I do. I've got a couple special announcements. Let's start with some really good news. I've got a leader of the week turned into me. 3rd grade classroom. This is Stewart's room. Evan Untersteyer. He did an awesome thing. There was a young man on the playground who was walking around, didn't have anybody to play with, and Evan stopped what he was doing, and he went right up to that young man and asked him to join him and play basketball with him. And I thought that was pretty cool. Mrs. Stewart thought that was pretty cool. He was thinking with the 7 habits. That was a win-win for Evan and that young man. Very cool, right? Speaking of cool, Mrs. Moore and her husband, Mr. Moore, are going on a really special trip today. They are collecting I don't even know how many bags there are. Mr. Chaffron, do you know how many bags of caps we have right now?
Man. Over.
It looks like
Over 20 bags.
Over 20,
Over 20 bags.
55-gallon bags of caps, and they are heading to Evansville, Indiana today in seek of a buddy bench that you guys worked really hard to earn. So thank you, Mrs. Moore. Thank you, Mr. Moore, and safe travels to them today. Stay tuned for a buddy bench. Stay tuned. And I'm going to give one quick reminder. We'll talk a little bit more about it later in the week. As the weather gets nicer, you guys start to get more in your spring and summer gear. I want to remind you guys that we do have some dress code policies that we need to make sure we're paying attention to. If you guys can check out your agendas at the very front on page 20, if you have any questions about the dress code this time of year. Okay, I know we're getting a lot of questions about what you can, what you can't wear. Check out page 20, read that over, and we'll talk a little bit more about it later on in the week. Okay. All right, where am I passing it to? Jennifer.
Today for lunch we're having chicken quesadilla, aka quesadilla, salsa and sour cream, golden corn, the fiesta black beans, fresh veggie choice, and assorted fruits. Sounds good. Hand it off to Isabel with the birthdays.
So today we have 2 birthdays, Mason Owens and Taylon
Who do we have there? Reekers.
Reekers.
Taylor Reeker.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, guys.
And I'm going to hand it off to Jonas for the birthday. Well, not the birthday time. I messed up. I totally messed up.
Hey, it's all right. We're live. We'll go to the closing motto and the pledge.
Yes, that.
Okay. Closing motto, the quote, then the closing motto.
I think that's just in the joke.
There we go. What's the quote?
The quote this week is, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take" by Wayne Gretzky. Isabel, what do you think that means?
Oh, well, you should try things new. Otherwise, you'll never figure out, maybe if you try things new, you'll be able to figure out what to do later in life. Maybe that might help you with something else.
There you go. I like it. I like it. All right, Jonas, sign us off.
Now for the closing motto and the pledge.
I am respectful. I am responsible. I am a Reading leader.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's a great day to be a Hornet.